Good morning. This is Jeanie on our way to Staples Center. It's 10 a.m., the morning of Game 7, Lakers versus Houston. And I thought we'd get some thoughts from Phil this morning. Good morning, Phil.
Hey, Jeanie. You look bright and cheery. It's not that early, but...
I'm actually wearing the same outfit that I wore when the Lakers played Utah in the first home playoff game, because it's my Laker purple and gold outfit.
All right.
So, how are you feeling today?
Good.
How was the team yesterday in terms of their mood and everybody looking forward to the challenge?
Yeah, I think they're, excited about it. I think they're animated about it. Some of the things we talked about in the film session was about, eliminating mistakes and, exaggerating strengths and, limiting our weaknesses defensively and offensively so that we can get the best out of our players. So, yeah, it was good. We went out and had a good brisk workout. Nothing too strenuous. We're still really worried about Lamar. His activity's limited. He can't practice, and that makes a big difference for him. He's such a contributor to our team that he really want him to shoot well, but yet he'll be able to probably activate and be ready for the game. But whether his offensive game is on or not is kind of like happenstance.
Do you think that the home crowd will make a difference for you?
Yeah, we don't have the kind of sound effects and generated noise in our building that Utah or say Houston has, where you can't be heard. It's they ran out a motorcycle and blew exhaust smoke in our face in Utah. So in Houston, Utah does it too. But Houston did it at the end of the third quarter. One of those kind of things that are irritating. To irritate the opponent and make it difficult for them type of stuff. I think our place is sane, not insane. But there's generally going to be a lot of support from our fans, and our fans have had high hopes this year. We know that. Yeah, we know how anxious they are about this game, so it's going to be interesting.
Well, from the feedback I get on my Twitter, I have over 4,000 people following me, and
wow.
Some of the comments are, I would say 99% of the comments are, Lakers are going to do it, they're behind us, and I think the fans are a critical part of Lakers' success because they are, strong and steadfast, and, they're looking forward to a good game today.
Well, not only that, but because there's so much goodwill, usually you shoot better and things go better on your court for the bench because they're more comfortable. But it's interesting that Jack Ramsey, the doctor of our basketball Hall of Fame, Dr. Jack, was doing his radio interview with me yesterday, and he said, "Are you worried that what might happen to home teams if they struggle in a seventh game might happen to this team?" Which is, like if things go wrong, and I said, no, I'm not. That doesn't affect me in those regards because, we know we can come back and we've done that before. But, that seed is, oh, gee, when things go bad, the crowd gets sour, So I just kind of laughed it off. But there's always that element. I've been in both sides of the seventh game phenomenon, so I know.
Okay, well, thank you and good luck today. We'll catch up with you later.
You bet.
And fans, between you and me, you make a difference. Let's get loud. Congratulations, Coach. A great game. Can you give us some of your own personal highlights?
Trevor hitting that three to start the game, make it 7-0, and some little things that were defensively were really the highlights. Kind of let them know it's going to be really hard to score, and that was good. And, then a steal, and a little later on it looked like, hey, they may not get 10 points in the first quarter. So it was really a demonstration of, playing hard and playing right. You never had the sense that, we were going to beat them by 40 points because our offense just really didn't click. Nothing was really like, Kobe wasn't really like, striking like he will strike. But we were able to do some things, get the ball in, and do some things, and generate enough points to make it comfortable. So it's never really got uncomfortable after that second period. And, Pau Gasol ends up having a 21-18 game, which is a ridiculous numbers. He had a lot of numbers on the board.
There seemed to be a lot of balanced scoring between Andrew, Kobe, Pau,
Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah, Trevor had 14 points at halftime, and Pau had 11 or 12 and 11. And, Trevor didn't have as many points in the second half. He ended with 15, but we had a couple with 14, and, Pau with 21. But, they rose to the occasion, and, we came in the locker room after the game, and Kobe was like, we can play like that every game if, and it's true. You can't play that, but to generate that kind of energy, collective energy, you really have to know how you're going to react as a group. And it took us a while to react like that as a group, and that was really nice to see. I told him we only have 2 days before it's back on now it's every other day for the next 2 weeks. We've got 2 weeks of life.
Do you have any insight to Denver, or were you just trying to get through this game today and now we'll focus on Denver as an opponent?
We watched Denver as a staff a little bit in some of their games, but we haven't had a collective thought process about it. We'll have a day and a half really to get it together and try and get the team informed by tomorrow morning. So we'll put all the stuff together we can in a hurry. But I think we're going to be a little behind the curve because Denver been able to sit and watch us the last 2 games. They're done. They're like on vacation for a while, and they can blot it out. They go away. They can have a couple days off and a break. But generating that energy again is going to be a lot easier for us because we just got through it.
A lot of people say that these teams are so different, Denver and Houston, in terms of matchups. Do you agree with that? I mean, are there bigger guards as opposed to the Houston guards?
Big guards, big team. Denver's a big, strong team, athletic team. They're more athletic than Houston is as far as high flyers, that kind of stuff. But we have the knowledge to beat them. I don't know if we have the ability right now. We have the knowledge. We have some knowledge about what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. And, they were predictable last year for us in the playoffs. This year, they're not as predictable.
Well, I have to tell you that I am so proud of you and the Laker team. Laker fans today were great. You never wavered in your belief of your team and how they could perform when their back was to the wall, and I'm sure you're very proud of the way they handled it, and it was a definitely a growing experience for them and everybody, and that's that's what you gain when you get playoff experience. So I just want to tell you.
Yeah, that's great. It's a moment of truth. There's no doubt about it. Having to play in a game like that creates an anxiety, and you have to bring a moment of truth to it. Thanks, Jeanie.